Brendan, I'm smarter than you.
Woo! What's up, you dastardly destructive dorks?
That's us. That's our other podcast.
The dastardly destructive dorks.
Dastardly destructive dorks. The triple D's.
Triple D.
Yeah, we don't got tits, just 3 penises. Brendan has
if we get another co-host, we could make that show work. I like the pitch.
Well, you have 2 penises already, so.
Yeah, but it's not known to the public.
One on the front and one up your ass.
No, it's usually yours, so we're still at 2.
See, but what about the one in my ass, Brendan?
True, that's a good point.
All right, cool. Welcome to our podcast. Attention Deficit Dawgs, episode 67.
Woo!
Your new favorite podcast.
It better be.
I know that was
after 67 episodes. You better fucking enjoy this podcast.
Well, okay.
Nope.
It's probably not your new favorite if you've made it all the way to 67 and you've been watching for like over 10 episodes.
Yeah, we're just like a little cyst. It doesn't go away.
We're the tumor growing inside your brain. We will kill you slowly. There is no cure. It's terminal.
All right, Jeffrey, we're going to get this episode started.
Hold on. Can that be the tagline for our podcast? Attention Deficit Dawgs. It's terminal.
That would be silly.
Sorry, I just had to get that in there. Brendan, how are we going to start this episode?
With Song of the Week, Jeffrey. Woo! Go first. What's your song?
Oh, cool. All right. So listen, I had a couple of weird ones I was kind of flopping between.
Yeah, I know. I heard your dilemma.
And then I realized that I've done our listeners dirty. I have done wrong by them.
Have you now?
Right? Because I was looking through it, and one of my favorite bands, and this is going to sound bad of me, and people are going to be like, this fucking destructive dork, you know? I love the Front Bottoms. Okay. But I realized that I've only ever done 2 Front Bottom songs, and they're both off of their newest album. And that's not fair to the fans, Brendan. That's not fair to them.
That is not fair.
That's not fair to the Front Bottoms.
No.
Brian and Matt. They're the dudes that make up the Front Bottom. They need to know, man. Okay?
Yeah.
So, this week is my favorite Front Bottom song of all time. It's Vacation Town.
Vacation Town.
It is a banger. I love it. I kind of get what it's about, but they say it in the Front Bottoms way, so you kind of really don't get what it's about. You think you know, right?
But you don't.
It's amazing. I highly recommend it. It's a banger. Some good guitar, some good upbeat, a little bit of synth.
Hell yeah.
It's wonderful.
Goes crazy. My song of the week this week is my favorite song by this artist. It's going to be Again by Still Woozy.
Woo! Must be happening, dog. This can't be happening.
Can't be happening.
Again. Oh my goodness. Still Woozy. Wonderful. We'll get to that.
We will get to that.
We have some fun Still Woozy stories.
We got a lot to talk about today.
Yeah. I have a new best friend, too, that we're going to talk about. But
first, we have a game.
Oh, shit. I forgot.
I'm going to call it...
This is no normal pod.
Dino or Dinot.
God, you really strained. You popped a blood vessel coming up with that one, huh?
Yes, sir.
I just imagine Brendan's in the shower like, dinosaur game. Dinot, dude!
That is what happened.
Alright, Brendan, how does Dino or Dinot work?
So it's very similar to Fun Fact or Bullcrap. I'm going to give you a dinosaur name, and you're going to have to tell me if it's real or fake.
Oh.
Can I just pull this shit out of my ass? Probably. That's where shit comes from.
See, here's the thing is I feel slightly confident because I'm a nerd, right? And dinosaurs are the first lore you get into as a child.
Yeah.
You know, like it's the first nerd lore you unlock, right? Before like SpongeBob or Pokemon or, you take those steps that way.
You get dinosaurs.
Yeah, but like dinosaurs is the one. Or sharks.
Dinosaurs or sharks.
I was not a shark kid.
Or trains.
Oh, trains.
Trains are just like automobiles in general.
Yeah, those are the 3 lanes that you get as a young boy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you like automobiles? Do you like dinosaurs? Or do you like sharks? Those are your options.
And then, if you want a little bit of all of it, you get into Transformers.
Mm-hmm.
And that's...
All right,
Brendan. Tell me the first dinosaur name that I totally know because I am a paleontologist. That's a dinosaur doctor. It's not.
All right, this one.
Kind of.
Bear with me with the names.
I thought you said they were dinosaurs.
Amargasaurus.
I knew a girl in high school named Amara.
Was she a Gasaurus?
Now, what's her last name? Gasaurus. So, Amara...
Amargasaurus.
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 That sounds like something you get at Margaritaville.
I'll take an Amargasaurus.
I'll take a Margasaurus.
Can you put in 2 shots for me, please?
Wasting dude, there's already 7 in a Margasaurus. Are you kidding me? A Margasaurus is like, they take a fucking punch bowl. And then as you drink it, they play the Jurassic theme on repeat until you finish the bottle.
As they should.
Actually, the button to stop is at the bottom of the bowl. So you dip your entire hand in the margarita, or you just listen to it. Okay, Margasaurus. The Amargasaurus?
Amargasaurus.
So, okay. Would you say that's a pack of Amargasaurus? Or that's a lot of Amargasauruses?
I think it's a Margasauri.
Amargasauris. Possibly. Amargasaurus. I get no other, just the name.
Just Amargasaurus.
Amargasaurus.
It's a dinosaur.
Oh, shit, I was worried about that. See, oh man, I wish I could ask what it looked like.
Yeah, but for the ones I made up, Jeffrey, I'm not that good of an artist.
No, but you can tell me that it's got feathers or something.
They don't even know if dinosaurs have feathers. There's a possibility T-Rex had feathers. I don't fucking know.
Jeff Goldblum knew. Get him on the phone.
Jeffrey, is this real or fake?
This is fake.
This is real.
No. Yeah, real stupid. You made it up. All right. I got 1 point. Number 2. Let me see the Amargasaurus.
All right, let's see here.
And if you just show me Margaritaville menu item, I'm going to be pissed.
So that is what the skeleton of an Amargasaurus looks like.
Oh, look at that funky little guy.
Yeah, he's a silly little guy.
What? He's like
he looks like he got spiky boys.
He's like a tiny brontosaurus.
Yeah.
But he's a little spike boy?
Yeah, this is Amargasaurus.
He's like, I don't want to be a long neck, Dad.
Alright.
I don't know. Margasaurus. That was dumb, Brendan.
Alright, ready for number 2?
I feel stupid when I play these games. Is this how you feel?
Yeah.
Is this how every episode feels for you? I'm so sorry. Because this is miserable.
Alright, Jeffrey, you ready for this one?
Sure.
The Heliodontosaurus.
Heliodontosaurus.
The
Helio? Okay. We're gonna break down some things here, okay? What do I know about this word? Saurus, that means it's a dinosaur.
Wow.
Okay. Helio, sun. Okay. There's something I don't know enough. But the word helio has to do with the sun.
Okay.
This is a lizard. This is a lizard boy. He's a small little lizard boy. Or is he a medium-sized lizard boy?
I don't know, man.
But he's a lizard.
He's a lizard boy.
Not like dinosaur. I'm talking, this guy's a lizard.
He's closer to a lizard.
Right?
Probably.
Frailed. He's real, Brendan.
He's real?
Mm-hmm.
This one is fake.
Did you just look up Pokemon names? Because
Nope.
Helioptile and Heliolisk are Pokemon. And Heliod in Magic the Gathering is the god of the sun. So, like, listen, I was getting there.
This one is fake. I have nothing to show you because it was fucking fake.
That's what you should do for the next time we do this, is you should draw pictures to show me what you think it was.
I'm happy you went on Lizard Boy because that's what I was kind of imagining.
He sounds like a little...
Yeah.
You know? Like the motherfuckers in holes? Not Shia LaBeouf, the lizard.
Shia LaBeouf is a lizard. We know this.
He's also in the woods.
Ready for number 3?
Yeah.
Cool. The Drachiosaurus.
The Drachiosaurus.
The Drachiosaurus.
The Drachiosaurus.
The Drachiosaurus.
So, I'm pissed. I'm pissed.
Why are you pissed?
Because I can think of at least one magic card right now that is a Dracosaurus. Like, that's its name.
That's hilarious.
Because it's a dragon dinosaur. And I think you went the same route with it, but I think that it also could just be a Brachiosaurus. That just sounds like a real fucking dinosaur. But that's also Brendan being like, this sounds like a real dinosaur. Right? So, I'm going to say this is fake.
Correct.
Yeah!
Fake.
Suck a dick. You wait. I'm going to combine dragon and dinosaur.
Alright, Jeffrey, you are 1 for 3, so shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but I'm getting this one.
Alright,
I'm
alright.
winning this game.
Are you ready for 4?
I haven't won a game in so long.
Jeffrey's itching.
I need promo code garbage back. That was my ace in the hole. I'm the trash man. Sound it out. Take your time.
The Pachyphalosaurus.
This one's real.
Yeah?
Yeah, you wouldn't make up a word you can't pronounce.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Cool. It is real.
Yeah. The way you paused, you were like and I was like, he didn't write this. That was not his word.
Alright.
Let me see the Pachylosaurus.
Oh yes, let me show you the Pachylosaurus.
See, like Pac-Man? That probably would have been a joke I got to if I actually.
Now this is a silly little guy.
Let me see. Oh my goodness!
Look at that silly
he
guy.
looks like he's scared to ask you to prom.
Oh god.
He's
just
Hey, I know you're
He's
doing
silly.
anything Saturday, but it's the dance, so.
He's silly.
That's a silly guy, bro.
Alright.
Look at that head, though. I bet he headbutts people.
He probably does.
And sucks a lot of dick. I'm unhinged. Brendan brought up dinosaurs, and I'm fucking.
Alright.
Yep.
This one sounds so silly. The Gigatraptor.
The Gigatraptor.
The Gigatraptor.
This is just a fucking big ass raptor.
This is a Gigatraptor.
fucking big one. They're like, that's a raptor. What do we call this really big raptor? The Gigatraptor. The Gigatraptor.
Is the Gigatraptor real? Or is that just some shit I cooked up in my room?
If he is, I'm gonna fucking ride it. This guy sounds dope, dude.
No, that's a fucking mount some video game.
This is fake.
This is fake?
This is fake.
This is real!
Let me see him! Let me see
I
the
love that
Gigatraptor.
Jeffrey doesn't even care that he's losing. He just wants to see the cool
I'm 2
dinosaurs.
and 3, bro. I'm basically winning.
You're 2 and like 5, dog!
Brendan.
Look at the Gigatraptor.
Oh, dude, that's a big fucking
That's a big fucking Gigatraptor.
Oh my god.
Alright.
See, can I tell you why I said it was fake?
Why?
Because that's a dumb fucking name.
Yep.
And that's just something Brendan would be like, that's a big raptor. A Gigaraptor.
That is something I would think of. Alright, ready?
Number
6.
See, I can still win, Brendan.
You can still win.
I gotta get both these correct, but I gotta win. Hold on. You gonna give me the fucking... He sounded it out. So.
The Mesothyreodon.
The Meso? So that's the era it's from. The Mesozoic era.
Okay, is it? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what they're doing. Brendan, I'm smarter than you. Oh, no, it's silly.
Because we both know we're dumbasses.
Yeah, I know we're both idiots. But I'm smarter than you. So, okay. The Mesozoic Odontosaurus alert. What's its name?
Mesothyreodon.
If you or a loved one has been affected by Mesothyreodon.
Stepped on. Crushed even.
Mesothyreodon? Is that
Mess.
You said yes like you know how to fucking say that. Don't.
Mesothyreodon.
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 Therodon, yeah.
Yeah.
The Mesothyreodon.
Mesothyreodon.
Yeah, duh.
Yeah.
I know him.
Oh.
You know him. Mesothyreodon.
Mesothyreodon.
Our friend. Our boy.
Colleague even.
A friend of the show.
Yep. The Mesothyreodon.
You put an L in there? You said mesophiladon that time?
Yeah, no, there's no L, guys.
Yeah, I was confused.
There's no L, guys.
Other than the one that I'm probably about to take. This is... God, here's the thing. Is my statement earlier that you wouldn't fucking write something you couldn't pronounce? But Brennan also would be like, I'm going to put words in there that sound prehistoric. But he didn't know what the fucking Mesozoic era was. so now I really got it.
If you don't know.
Okay. This is real.
This is real. This is fake.
Damn it, I knew it! Oh, I knew it! I want to say that!
He's a fake guy. I imagined him as a big sea lizard.
He sounded like an aquatic guy.
Yep.
Now, did you put Meso in there thinking the Mesozoic era? Or did you just go, that sounds like a dinosaur?
Like a dinosaur.
That's what I thought. See, and it sounded too much like mesothelioma, and that's why I was like, he's been watching cancer commercials.
That is a very big part of my free time. Just gotta stay up to date, you know.
Understandable.
Never know when I'm gonna need to know.
All right, Brendan, let me know how bad I'm losing this game. Am I going?
You can go 3 and 7.
Oh, you got 10?
No, there's 7, so you could get 3 out of 7.
Yeah. Well, you said 3 and 7.
Oh no, sorry.
3 and 4.
There's not 10.
3 out of 7. All right, give me the last one. I'm gonna get it right because this one is fake. But tell me the name anyway before you take my guess.
The Rhizinosaurus.
That's Brendan at age 75. The Rhizosaurus, dog. Bro, just imagine. What is that thing? Just a dinosaur mewing. Without me? Where my hug at?
Nah. Back in the prehistoric age, bro.
The Rhizosauric age.
The Rhizosauric age.
Oh, this is history.
It is.
See, I feel like I've seen this because when it blew up, everyone was like, "The Rhizosaurus." It's the Riz dinosaur. I'm gonna say this is real.
This one is real.
Yeah, this is bro. Trust me. Me and the Rhizosaurus go back, dog, all the way to 12 BC.
So we don't have much of the Rhizosaurus.
If you just show me the Rizzler.
We have some limbs from the Rhizosaurus.
That's the... Oh, his name is the Rhizinosaurus. Therizinosaurus? I want everyone to know it's not the Rhizosaurus. It's T-H-E Rhizosaurus. It's spelled with... It's a Theranosaurus, probably, but...
Yeah, but the Rhizosaurus. That's how I read it, and that's how it's going to be said. I told you could read these out beforehand.
I
You
almost
said
won
no.
this game! Woo! It's the closest I've been in a while.
All right, Jeffrey. We got some stuff to talk about.
Oh,
We got a lot of stuff to talk about, so we got to get started.
So, do we want to hop into what's happening in the creator world this week, or do we want to hop into funny stories first?
I have a story that could kind of get us into the creator world if we want to go that route.
Let's go stories and lead into that one. We'll finish it up.
Okay.
So, let's talk about what we hinted at the beginning of this episode when you talked about Still Woozy.
We saw Still Woozy at Red Rocks.
Oh my god, phenomenal show.
It went crazy.
Great openers.
Yes, Pawpaw, Rod.
And Gus Dapperton.
Yep.
He
killed it.
He put on a great set. He had a good show. Just Pawpaw Rod set the bar too high.
Pawpaw Rod was just too good.
Something about the crowd and the energy that Pawpaw Rod brought. No one was ready for him.
No one was ready for it.
He was dancing and grooving to the point where I've been to so many Red Rock shows, but I've never seen the opener get everyone standing like that.
Yep.
It was crazy. So, bottom line, as we see Papa Rod, it was phenomenal.
Yep.
We loved his set. And I'm like, man, I gotta go pee. But I was like, I feel like the lines are gonna be super long because it's in between sets right now. And Brendan goes, nah, dude. There's this hidden bathroom. You just go down the staircase. You're gonna walk down. You go past it, and then those bathrooms are usually open. And I was like, awesome. And now here's the thing. I am miserable at directions. Someone could tell me, take 10 steps, turn right, take 3 steps, turn left, and you're there. And I would be lost. Okay? I am terrible at directions. Okay? So I'm like, bro, you want to show me where it's at? And you were like, no, dude, like, it's good. I was like, come on, like, do you show me? You're like, no, bro, like, it's fine. Like, you just go down the stairs, it's right there. Trust me, you won't miss it. I walked down, I missed it. I want to make it very clear. I almost walked completely out of the venue before I was like,
did you find it eventually?
And I was like, that's not the staircase. And I was like, oh, it's that one people are walking down. Cool. So I went down, bathroom was open. I was like, cool, do my business. And I'm like, fucking Brendan, he didn't want to come show me where the bathroom is. That piece of shit, And I was like, sending a boy that needs to pee on his own. What if I pissed my pants or left the venue? Because that would just happen. I was like, no, that's the line of people coming in. That doesn't look right, So, do my business, wash my hands, I come out, I'm walking up the stairs, and as I am walking towards the staircase to lead back up to where Brendan and my girlfriend are sitting, I see a small crowd of people, and I'm like, what's that? And I turn, and Pawpaw Rod is standing right there with about 5 people in line to meet him. And I was like, when in Rome, right? So I get in line, phone ready, and I'm like, cool, I'm about to meet Papa Rod. And the longer I'm in this line, the more anxiety I'm getting. Because I'm like, what am I going to I don't know him.
You don't.
I didn't know a single Papa Rod song before this show. I don't know Papa Rod. All I know is that I just fucked up his set. That is all I know.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there and I'm getting anxious because he's like being cool with everyone. Yeah. And it's not normal for me because I have met so many music artists that I am fans of. I see like a lot of emo shows, if you get there early enough, they're usually walking around the venue and you can be like, hey bro, and they're like, what's up, dude?
Yeah.
Thanks for coming, man.
Yeah, but you know their music.
Right, and I know them and I can be like, it feels more personal that way. And with Papa Rod, I didn't know as much of his music. I knew the one song that you had showed me previous to that show.
Yep.
And I learned a lot more at the show.
Dude.
Gonna listen to more Papa Rod, definitely. But I'm like getting nervous, and finally, it's my turn. And I get to the point where I'm like, alright, I've met so many artists, and the thing I do is I always just do a quick fist bump. Because I, much like Brendan, have naturally clammy hands.
Yep.
Okay?
Very
and if
true.
I'm meeting someone that I'm a little anxious to meet, it's probably going to be worse.
Yep.
And the last thing I want is for them to be like, nice to meet you. Right? Like, I'm not here for that. So I go for a fist bump. And I walk, I'm like, hey man, great fucking set, dude. He's like, oh, thanks, man. And I go fist bump him. And he literally holds his hand out for me to dap him up. It does not change his hand position. So I'm like, cool. And now I open my hand that has been clenched since I decided I was going to give him a fist bump. So it's even clammy. It's just been marinated. I open my hand and Shrek is in a fucking outhouse in there. So I dap him up. And I'm like, great Sam's like, I can't pick you. And I'm like doing the quick like fan thing, like trying to be quick on him. And he puts his hand on my shoulder and just goes, what's your name, man? And I was like, I'm Jeffrey. Nice to meet you. And he goes, nice to meet you, Jeffrey. I'm Papa Rod. And I was like, I know.
You're like, I just watched you,
and
man.
I'm like, thank you so much. He goes, bro, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for enjoying the music. And I was like, thank you, man. Like, seriously, respect. It was an amazing fucking show, dude. It was seriously. And I was like, thank you. I'm so appreciative. He goes, thank you, man. You have a great night. And I was like,
hell yeah,
bro. And he was wearing this fucking bedazzled ass vest.
Yes, he was.
That shit was pristine, Brendan.
Hell yeah.
But no, he was one of the night. He just got off stage, was sweaty as shit, and he still smelled great. Like he.
Of course he did. He looked like a good smelling man.
This is not stereotype or anything, but he smelled like the finest cocoa butter I've ever smelled in my life, man. Genuinely.
Hell yeah.
Okay? That is just the true facts. Homie kept himself clean. He was presentable.
You love to see it.
And I go back up, and Brent and my girlfriend are like standing up. They're like, come on, we're gonna take a photo. And I was like, guys, wait. And I just pull out a selfie of me and Papa Rod.
He did. And we were like, no way.
Because in my head, I was like, it's cool to meet Papa Rod. But if I walk back up there with a photo of me and Papa Rod, it will be single-handedly one of the funniest things I've done all night.
Yep. And it was.
It was hilarious.
It was fucking hilarious.
So, but then, Still Woozy set, bro.
Oh, he killed it.
Every
Absolutely
song we
killed
wanted
it.
to hear.
Mm-hmm.
It was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. Loved it.
The energy.
The energy there was fantastic.
The energy all of them had. You can tell that, like, first of all, I don't think Still Woozy was big enough to sell out Red Rocks.
Yeah.
And you could tell that they didn't think they were big enough to sell out Red Rocks because they were playing a show like no one was fucking watching. They were like, let's go! Like, you could tell just how excited they were to be on that stage. And that...
You love to see it.
I love to see it.
You love to see it, dude.
Brendan, I have a special treat for you.
Uh-oh. What's the special treat, Daddy?
So, in our old format, before we started recording episodes again after we took our break, you always had a couple good work stories for me.
Yeah.
And I got some for you today.
Oh, I love to hear it.
Two quick ones, a little fun interactions I had. So let's start with this first one. Mom comes in, the group of kids, and then like one of the kids' friends.
Okay.
Right? And they walk around, they get their snacks, they're all around the store and everything. And they're checking out. The mom's typing in like her phone number or whatever. And the kid looks up at the magazines and goes, "Oh man, look, it's Diddy." and then looks at his friend and goes, "Do you know what happened to Diddy?" And the mom goes, "Hey, you shouldn't know about Diddy." And he goes, "Oh, I know about Diddy."
Oh, I know about
Dude,
Diddy.
this kid was like 7. And he knew about Diddy.
He knows about Diddy.
He's been on TikTok. He knows about Diddy, bro. That's what I'm saying. These kids these days know shit like that.
They know about Diddy.
So that kid knew about Diddy. And then here's another fun interaction I had 2 days ago.
Okay.
Last night.
Okay.
I think it was last night. But lady comes in. She's frantic.
Okay.
You can tell she's like pacing, looking for something.
Yeah.
She sprints to the back of the store. I'm like, what the fuck? You know?
Yeah.
She comes quickly up, and I'm like, not really paying attention, just getting ready to scan the item. And then she looks at me, she pauses, like locks eyes with me, and then just plops a pregnancy test down on the counter. And I went, "Find everything all right?" She goes, "Fucking fantastic." And I just, and then she's like getting her wallet out to pay, and she goes, "Yeah, because apparently I can't look at my husband without fucking him." Which, happy for their marriage. That's great.
That goes crazy.
Good for them, And then she was like, "Oh, can I get a bag? I don't need my daughter being like, 'You're pregnant again?'" And I was like, I don't know what this dynamic is. So then she's paying and everything. This is the craziest part, Brendan. You thought any of that was kind of bizarre to tell a stranger that's selling you a pregnancy test? This is the craziest part.
Oh no.
Okay, she's checking out, and I go, "You need a receipt?" She goes, "Nope, I won't be returning it." She starts heading towards the door and goes, "But maybe the baby."
Kind of pissed that she might be pregnant, but at the same time, she's not that worried.
She's like, "I'm just gonna take it to Walgreens."
It sounds like she's less worried that she's gonna bring another human being into this world, and more just kind of like annoyed that it just happened again.
Yeah, she's like, "God damn it."
She's like, "I can handle it, but like, God, I didn't want another one."
Well, like, just from the start, from the beginning, when she. And here's the thing. Here's the thing about this story, Brendan, that I need to make clear, is that the pregnancy test was like, it had to have been the last one on the shelf. Either that or she was pissed because the box was bent. Like, it was like, it was crushed where it looked like a thumb had been holding it. So she was like snatched that pregnancy test. The iron grip.
You can't stop fucking her husband, man.
No, that part to me too. Like, and here's my thing is, on her way out, she goes, "I might return the baby," and I literally squatted behind the counter and had to collect myself because I was giggling like a fucking girl. I was just because I couldn't. I couldn't, bro. It had me dead.
Yeah, I would be dead.
This stranger looked at me, told me that her husband Dick just can't stay out of her. He's got a heat-seeking missile apparently in his pants, right? And then also his pull-out game sucks.
Yeah, apparently.
Either that or she's like, fuck it, I'll get the pill. I don't know, man.
Do you accept babies? Do you guys accept babies as like currency?
As long as you got the receipt.
I mean, that's fair. You gotta respect store policy.
Could you imagine? Oh, it actually looks like this baby was bought at the other location. We can't actually do the return here. Bro, this is a side story. I've had a lady get really fucking mad at me about that.
Oh?
Lady came in to return something. I told her, oh, actually, this is from a different location. You have to return it there. It messes up our stock thing. We can't do that. And she was like, it's just going to be one item, though. And I was like, yeah, but it will not even scan on my system.
Yeah.
You know, I can't return the item here for stock purposes. I was like, it's going to go up. It's going to mess it up. And I can't even scan your receipt for you. And she was like, well, can't the computers just kind of solve that? And I wanted to be like, bitch, the computers don't put in the numbers. Like, I don't, they just have them, you know? They don't fix it.
No, they don't.
I don't go, hey, computer, can you just, like, ring it all up for me? No.
That shit would go crazy.
I put in the shit. The people counting the money at the end of the night and in the morning put in the shit. The computer doesn't fucking do it on itself. We give the computer the information and it stores it.
So fucking dumb. People are dumb sometimes. I just don't get that.
But I had to be just like, we can't do the return here. And she was like, okay. Bitch, just drive me the other store!
Customers suck, dude. Why can normal human beings just become so insufferable when they like are purchasing an item from a store? Why do they just like lose all brain cells like in their head?
I don't know. Personally, I don't think it happens to me.
I don't think it happens to me either because I be knowing how shit works.
Yeah, you've worked in stores. You understand
know
how
shit
the
works.
vibe is.
All right, I gotta talk about this. I found it on TikTok this week.
Brennan. Tell me about it.
So, we've talked multiple times on this podcast about like age gaps in a relationship, right?
Yeah, that's something we've had fun stories about.
So
yeah, there's nothing wrong with it if it's like genuine love or whatever. It's you.
It all
Mine and
depends.
Brendan's preference is different.
Yes.
Because how I see it, if I'm 30 and I'm dating someone that's 40, I think about it as when they were 20, I was 10. And then, you know, like it's...
Yep. So, this is about... There's been a trend recently where a lot of younger guys are sick of dating younger women because of the dating climate currently. And so they start dating older women. Gen Z is taking it and giving it a name.
And what has Gen Z called this?
Hagmaxxing.
Dude, I feel like I'm being attacked. Like I got overstimulated the second I heard that word. Like, am I having a Tourette's episode? Like, what is happening?
Hagmaxxing.
My hands came up and it was like I was juggling nothing. It's just, oh my god,
Hagmaxxing. Yeah.
They're not all hags.
No, and they start...
There's probably some beautiful elderly women.
Now I'm talking like these women are like maybe 32. Hagmaxxing.
That's just the normal dating pool.
That's what I'm saying.
Hit me up when they're going for 50-year-olds.
Hagmaxxing. But in other like dating on TikTok news, I found this guy.
Oh, Brendan, I'm so glad for you, dude. That's cute. When are you going out?
Soon, hopefully. I don't know. But he has a very interesting way of getting
your asshole open.
him getting laid. It's a very interesting strategy.
So did Bill Cosby. Continue.
This guy was giving a tutorial on how to get a chick, and the way, especially if you're a younger guy, is to go onto the sex offenders registry. Find a girl that you think is cute and use her info to hit her up. And the worst part is he shows proof that he does it at the end. Proof. He shows that it worked on one of them. The one that he was using for the video.
Sorry, we're gonna do a thing I do a lot on this on this show where I gotta break it down out loud for myself. So, this guy is sitting at his computer and goes, who would fuck me? Registered sex offenders.
Yep.
So then he goes on the female sex offender list.
Yep.
Sorts them out. It's like, that one's cute. Oh, 14-year-old boy. I can look past it. Beauty skin deep. Like, what's he think? Like, but also,
like, it's not just a skit, because it we saw a video.
What, a used condom? Like, what is?
No, we saw a video of him entering the apartment, and it was the same chick that he was found on the sex offender registry.
I feel like, oh God, this is so shitty, and I feel like I'm gonna. Oh man, I don't want to offend anyone, but I feel like statements will be said that might sound offensive. So,
go for it.
Here's my thing. They're registered sex offenders, but this is definitely turning them into victims. It's like, no, think about it. They're being used.
Yeah.
He is just trying to fuck them because their self-esteem is already plummeted into the toilet.
In the gutter.
Yeah. And they legally have to tell everyone that they meet that they are a sex offender. So obviously their dating pool is not great.
Yep.
This reminds me of someone I knew once. Okay, no. Let me tell you this. So growing up, my next door neighbor was this young kid, and we were besties, right?
Okay, yeah.
And then they moved out.
Okay.
And this other guy moved in. He just lived by himself. He was a military guy. He was cool. And then he moved out and rented this house to this mother and her son, who was like a 15-year-old. His name was like Jacob or something.
Okay. Love Jacob.
But no, we don't.
Okay, we don't love Jacob.
We don't love Jacob. So we were all like play on the street kids.
Yeah.
Right? So when they were moving in, we were all outside and we're like, you guys need help moving? Because we're sweet kids.
Because you're sweet
Because
little
we're nice
cherubs.
fucking children, okay?
Yep.
So we help move them in, and we're all like getting stuff. And there's a point in time where it's like all of the street boys and Jacob talking.
Okay.
And Jacob's like, so what are you guys into? And we're like, oh, playing outside and Pokemon and Nerf guns and,
Yeah.
normal shit. And he's like, you guys like dip? Which that should have been the first red flag. Because at fucking like age 10, I didn't even know what dip was.
Y'all like dip?
Y'all like dip? I don't fucking know what this shit was, right? And then he was like, y'all like hunting? And we were like, yeah. My dad hunts,
Yeah.
It's in the family. Like, we love hunting. He goes, well, I do this thing called internet hunting. Okay? And what he told, like, 12-year-old Jeffrey next was one of the most scarring fucking moments. This was the day I realized that society is full of shitty people.
Oh, no.
You know what internet hunting is, Brendan?
What?
Would you like to know?
Do I want to know?
This guy goes online, meets women, degrades and insults them until their self-esteem is fucking nothing, and then asks them for nudes to rebuild their confidence.
Nah, that's fucked.
This dude was like 15.
That's so fucked.
Yeah, you can tell he didn't have a father.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Damn, dog.
Right?
That's fucking insane.
And that's the day I realized this world's full of shitty fucking people, man.
Jeffrey was sitting there like, what the fuck?
Well, yeah, we all walked out of the house that night being like, yo, he does what?
That's terrible.
Yeah, he pulled a switchblade on me one time. It's a whole thing. But
wow.
Yeah, not a great guy.
No.
Everyone's got their problems. He just
had a bigger one than
was
most.
everyone's problem.
Interesting.
Yeah, man. So that's what that reminded me of.
Well,
derail that whole shit.
on a slightly lighter note.
It's like, yo, I think Jeffrey just told us about him getting scarred. Like, this is...
On a lighter note, this will get us into talking about YouTuber products. MKBHD made a video.
Who the fuck is that?
Huh?
Is that, Marquez?
Marquez, yes.
You gotta keep in mind, I don't know him as that.
I know him as MKBHD.
Can I tell you why?
Why?
I've never watched a single Marquez video. Not a clip, not a TikTok.
Damn.
I have never, his content has never once appeared on my For You page. Not even in my Casey Neistat days.
Interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, okay,
the algorithm is like, he's not gonna like it.
It's not for you, man.
It's not silly or Magic the Gathering related.
It's not.
It's not for him.
So he talked about it, and holy shit, just another time of Marquez being like, hey, I know what I'm doing.
His app?
Yeah, his app. Talking about his app. But this response to it was like the best response he could have made. Basically, he said, he started the video by going, first of all, I should have explained this better. And I was like, okay. I wasn't fully in yet. I was like, okay.
You're like, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Marquez.
And then he starts talking about how niche of an audience this is for. Like, who needs a paid wallpaper app?
Yeah,
he was like,
one.
There's probably one human being on earth who needs this paid wallpaper app. He's like, I understand that. He goes, let me explain to you how it works for the free people. If you find something you want, and you want it in 4K, you have to pay for it. Like, just pay for that wallpaper, and you can have it forever. If you don't need it in 4K, like you just want it for your phone, you can watch one ad, and you have that wallpaper forever.
Okay.
If you want, you can follow artists on there. There's like a whole thing with different artists that make different wallpapers. You can follow, you can buy collections. It's a whole thing. And if you want to do it all completely free, you can. You just have to watch an ad before you put it as your wallpaper. It's still a little stupid, but it makes more sense than paying monthly subscription for wallpapers.
I want free ad block on my wallpaper. What the fuck? Okay, it makes more sense now.
It makes more sense.
Because we dogged on it a lot last time.
He explained it a lot better than I just explained it. But after watching the video, I was like, this app makes more sense, and it seems fair.
Okay.
Yeah, because, I don't know, it seems fair.
It seems slightly fair, but I guess that's okay.
It seems like something someone would use. It's still not something I'm going to use. It's still not something I need. But some people out there fuck with wallpapers.
Are you ever going to download the free version?
No.
No?
I don't, that's not how I get my wallpapers.
No.
It'll either be someone I know or a cool picture I find on the internet.
Silly
I'm
photos.
not going to be just like, I don't know, just not my vibe. I don't need to pay for a wallpaper or watch an ad for a wallpaper.
Honestly, it's just not. I think we're definitely not the one person he's talking to.
We're not the one person he's talking to.
Definitely not.
No.
Brendan, let's move in to the boy that we always love to love and hate at the same time. mr.beast. Before we get into his most latest video, I think I sent you the video on TikTok. But Lunchly prides itself on being all real natural ingredients. Have you seen all the videos of the moldy cheese in the Lunchables?
I have seen all the moldy cheese in the Lunchables.
And now you know why Lunchables doesn't have actual cheese in it. The shelf life of Lunchables, and I think we talked about this the first time we ever brought them up. The shelf life is so much less if it's real ingredients.
Yeah. And look at it. It's already happening. It's already happening.
Like it was a brand new unopened thing and it had mold on the cheese.
I just feel like they're a little in over their heads, even for Mr. Beast. Launching chocolate's one thing. It's chocolate. But launching something that's like very perishable is a whole nother ball game.
That's not only okay. Well, here's you gotta think about it in this sense, where it was like he dropped Feastables, and he basically was like, "Fuck Hershey's.
Mm-hmm.
This is better."
Yeah.
Okay. And now he's trying to do the same thing.
Same thing.
But I think what he doesn't realize is Lunchables has so much more stake in that game than Hershey's did in the chocolate bar game. Because, like, now Hershey's is, like, the biggest thing.
Yeah.
But when was the last time you saw someone go, I could go for a normal Hershey's?
No.
Never. They're going to get something that has nuts in it or peanut butter or...
Yeah, the reason people buy, like, a Hershey's chocolate bar 90% of the time is to use in something. S'mores. If they want to melt down the chocolate or something, even though there's better chocolate if you want to just melt down chocolate. But
yeah, there's better chocolate.
Still, people use Hershey's for that, but they're not many people are just buying it going,
But go with me on this. We just talked about multiple different kinds of chocolates and stuff like that, right? Name me 2 other lunch alternatives than Lunchables and Lunchly. Like snack pack, like in that sense.
P3.
But that's only one little thing. Does it come with a drink and candy and...
They did at one point. Or...
P3s are just the ones that have like the cheese, the meat, and the nuts.
They had like bigger lunch ones though.
Did they?
They did at one point.
But here's the thing, is those aren't marketed towards kids.
That's true.
Those are marketed towards adults.
So, but other than that, I literally can't think of another one. Like, I literally can't.
Like, when you think of a box full of stuff...
that you can eat
at lunch, it's a Lunchable.
It's a Lunchable.
Everyone thinks about it as a Lunchable.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And now...
there's Lunchly in there.
He's trying to compete with Lunchly. Now, I saw like a knockoff brand one called like Lunch Masters.
Oh, with like the fucking minions on it or whatever?
Yeah. Like, it was different. But like...
that looks like something that's going to be like a one-off in a weird store.
It just... For Hershey's, you were able to be like, fuck Hershey's, Feastables are better. And everyone could be like, yeah, they are better, but there's also still all this other chocolate we like, you know?
Yeah.
But them being like, fuck Lunchables, Lunchly's the best. And they're like, dude, we've had Lunchables this whole time.
Yeah.
Until Mr. Beast gives me a jackrabbit and a platypus, or a jackalope and a platypus.
Yep. That's what I'm saying.
I don't want it, dude.
That's what I'm saying. That shit went crazy.
Yeah, the mix-em-ups or whatever.
Yeah, and they had like the ones that were like targeted towards teenagers, and it was like with bread and meat. You made like a Subway sandwich.
Dude, the sub went crazy.
The sub went crazy.
That was a great idea.
Yeah, it was.
Because the meat was so much better than in the ham and stuff.
It was just a better Lunchables, that whole...
Yeah. I saw someone compare the two, and they were doing like an honest review of them, and they said that the cheese in Lunchly is like actual queso, like it tastes like a jar of queso you bought and
hell yeah
dipped, right? The salsa is fine, but both of them are like just ketchup. They don't really have much flavor to them because it's salsa made for kids. They said the crust on the Lunchly is pretty shit. For the pizza, the cheese was fine, but it didn't have nearly as much flavor as the Lunchable, because it's literally made to taste like cheese, and cheese just tastes like cheese.
Yeah.
Right? That's the one problem. I don't know. They said that the Lunchable was just, it was good. It was better. It just did the thing.
Yep.
But Lunchly is a good competitor. The reason I think he's able to be successful is because of the reach he has.
He has the biggest reach on the internet.
If this was any other company being like, we made Lunchly, it wouldn't mean shit.
He has... he probably is the most like followed entity in the entire world.
He is probably the most influential guy on the internet.
Because like even beyond just the internet, like he has like over 300 million monthly listeners. If we like look right now on Spotify, the biggest artist on Spotify is The Weeknd, and he is a third of the size of Mr. Beast just on YouTube. because he has 110 million monthly listeners. Mr. Beast is triple the size of that just on YouTube, and he has like 50 different channels and like he is the most watched human being like ever.
Do you think? Honestly, I'm kind of glad about it, but do you think there will ever hit a point where he's like, I need to get into podcasting? Because he's done podcasts.
I don't think so.
Like, he's been on big shows. Like, he was on Rogan.
Mm-hmm.
He was on Flagrant. And, like, but I think a big thing for Mr. Beast is his knowledge is his knowledge. And I think he wants that.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to have an
I don't see
opportunity where he talks about it. And also, I don't think he has the time to sit down for an hour and talk.
Yeah, and I don't think, I just don't think it would be something he'd like. Mr. Beast is very edited, though, and that's the thing about him. And with a podcast, it would be weird. I think it would be hard for him to just be like, okay, here's an hour of stuff that we're just going to put out there with minimal editing.
And it would bring in a different demographic than he usually gets.
Yeah. I don't think it would make sense. Unless podcasts pop the fuck off really soon, I don't see him making a podcast.
Unless there's another quarantine, probably not.
Yeah.
Because that's when they got big.
Yep.
That's when podcasts became the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Was when COVID hit, everyone started making a podcast because they were all stuck in the house and had so many things to say.
Yep.
But enough lunchly talk.
Let's talk about that new video.
Let's talk about this new video. Mr. Beast uploaded a new video, surviving 7 days in an underground city. Or we spent 7 days in an underground city, something like that. The concept's cool.
The concept was cool.
But it's a Mr. Beast video, so the concept's gonna be cool.
Yep.
Him having basically every heavy hitter in the game come out was kind of wild.
It was,
but like, I thought the crew was weird.
The crew was very strange.
So let's talk about it. So Mr. Beast takes his normal group of friends down of like Carl, Chandler, that one guy who's been in like all of his survival videos that just stays at the base the whole time.
Yep.
And then Laserbeam.
Laserbeam. I love Laserbeam when he's on there. He's always funny, and he seems the realest out of all of them.
Can I tell you something?
Huh.
I used to be a diehard Laserbeam.
Oh, same.
And then Fortnite came out.
No.
And dude, you know, that's a lot of his content.
No, I'm aware.
And I stopped watching him because I wasn't into Fortnite.
Oh. That's when I got into Laserbeam.
Here's the thing is, I knew Laserbeam when he was doing Madden videos.
Hell yeah.
And he had like maybe 10,000 subs. And he was just a little Australian boy who's cursed at his fucking computer.
Yes, sir.
And because my brother was super into him, he showed me him. No, Laserbeam, I've always enjoyed his content. I've always thought he's a funny guy. I think he's very respectable. And
I think he was the realest one the entire fucking time. He was the one who was like there and getting like annoyed that he was being there. Like everyone else was like still super happy on day like 4, and it's like.
And then they brought like Kai Cenat, which like.
I think Kai Cenat gets a lot of hate. And I think some of it's deserved because a lot of his humor is just, I'm loud. But at the same time, he brings a certain dynamic that just like... Dude, I like it when Kai Cenat's in there.
Some of his solo clips crack me up.
I like the Kai Cenat, and I like the way he matches with Mr. Beast. And I liked what he did in this video, the little...
I thought he was fun. Yeah, him being like the leader, and then immediately not being the leader because he was like, guys, this shit's hard. Sam and Colby, that's understandable.
That one was
like
cool.
They explained in the video that, and they just had that movie come out, didn't they?
I think so.
Yeah, so many emo white women ran to the theater for that, dude.
He had speed.
But he fucking pulled the fucking rug over everyone's head because Vic came out.
Yeah.
Vic Star came out. Love Vic. Once again, little beige boy.
And we're like, okay, it's not speed. Because I was like sitting there going, it's going to be speed.
Yeah, because they're all like, it's speed. And you're like, it's not speed. You're like,
and then it was speed.
Well, and I love that Laserbeam like ran to Vic. And he was like, because like they're friends. They've been friends, you know? And so that was cool. But
Speed is the one who I think should get more hate for the I'm loud.
I think Speed is, if Kai Cenat wasn't nearly as funny as he is. I genuinely, like I said, Kai Cenat cracks me up sometimes.
He's silly.
The way he reacts and responds and thinks, because he just seems like he's a little airheaded sometimes to certain things, and it's hilarious.
Yeah. No, it's great.
Because when he does realize what's happening, he's like, oh my. It's just like a whole moment. Speed is just fucking insane.
He's just a little crackhead.
Speed is just
the whole time
wired. And then obviously he had Logan Paul.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look.
But let's get on to, they just made a fucking ad. The part where there was a fucking Zaxby's, I wanted to fucking scream. I was so pissed.
Okay, so let me tell you all something. Let me break down this video. Spoilers to anyone who thinks they're going to watch it after this. But they are like, we're traveling super far into the cave system today and doing all this shit. And you're like, cool. Because the last cave video they did, I loved that.
It was so much fun.
Because it was them actually in a fucking cave. This was them in an old mining town that used to be a thing.
Yeah.
That was all run down. Still cool. It was really cool to see the setup of it.
It was really dope.
But here's the thing, is they do this like whole trek and get to the end and do all this stuff. And Mr. Beast is like, I have something super awesome behind this door. And he goes, I had a Zaxby's built inside here. And you're like,
He's like,
oh, so you're not actually showing us like cool ruins, or it's
just the Zaxby's for an ad.
It's a Zaxby's, and not even a new ad. I remember he preached this a minute ago.
Yep.
And then was like, in the ad he was like, time's almost up, so make sure you get the Mr. Beast meal now. And they're all like, this is delicious chicken.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty dumb.
I bet that chicken.
It was cold as fuck.
I bet lukewarm at best.
Yeah.
There's no way they got it all the way down to the cave.
I thought it was really dumb. And then he promoted Feastables, and then he promoted Lunchly. And
yeah, because they all ate Lunchly while they were down there.
Yeah.
I like my cheese dripping, bruh. You know, and
it was just annoying.
It's just so corporate, man.
And knowing how content's made, some of the things, it was like there was that one part where Carl said something, and then one of them was like, is that foreshadowing? And I was like it kind of makes me feel like that whole thing that happened with Kai was all like scripted, and like it made me feel like it was less natural, and because like there's no, they had to know something was gonna happen. And
that for the biggest time was the thing that like made me stop wanting to watch vlogs, is because it came inherent that 90% of the really funny stuff that happened was a 20-minute conversation before the camera turned on.
Yeah.
You know? So, and like, now I'll give Logan Paul this, and some of his like COVID vlogs, there was moments where like it'd be his friend Evan being like, oh yeah, because then I'll do this and we'll fucking blow whatever. And he looks at the camera and goes, because Logan's like, bro, don't say that out loud. And he's like, oh yeah, because we don't plan this ahead. So like it's funny shit like that. Like sometimes they play into that, but it's still not real.
It's not real,
and that's what hurts.
Yeah, sometimes I like it when Mr. Beast videos have a lot of contestants that, especially nowadays, like contestants that we don't know, that are just like people he pulled out, because that's when it feels the most real. Dude. But when it's just Mr. Beast and his crew, it feels
a little
fake.
How real do you think the 7 days on a raft was? Because that one looked miserable, if it's real.
I'm pretty sure it was real.
Now, they pride themselves on not faking challenges, but like, there's part of it that could have been 100% true. Right, like...
Yeah, they've probably done something fake.
Like, let's look at Survivor. The host, Jeff Probst.
Yeah.
He gets on a fucking boat and goes back to his mansion every night.
Yeah.
Okay? You don't fucking think that. And they're watching it, you're like, oh, he's a rough survival man.
Yeah, you're thinking like he's been out there, because that's what it feels like.
Right, that's what it looks like. But in reality, homie's gonna go eat a 5-course meal, then fucking go to bed.
Yeah, he's chilling. He's having a great time.
While all the other motherfuckers are in the woods. So...
all the brokies fighting for their money.
Yeah, he's just living his best life. So I think like there's part of it that I think is probably a little like that, because also I know for a fact there's a boat of cameramen that come out and adjust all the mics and cameras and are like, oh,
Yeah.
we gotta recharge this one. Oh, here's the new battery pack.
Yeah.
Because there's no way they're doing it.
No.
They're focused on the content.
Yeah, that's their job.
They're the personality.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They're the talent. The dudes behind the scenes, I feel like, are doing so much for those videos.
Oh, yeah. But, like, at the same time, like, they don't show them on their phones, but they were all definitely had their phones. So, like, it definitely wasn't, like, away from self. Because, like, Kai Cenat had that whole, like, PowerPoint presentation. There's no way he made that PowerPoint presentation with rocks. Like, I mean, that's all I'm saying. So there is part of it that is not, it's not fake, but it's not completely outright honest with you.
Here's the other thing I think it was a little spoofed in that video was they would be like, all right, I'm going to take this group of boys and go on a hike down the mountain or down the cave with them. And then we got a quick update of what the guys did back at the camp.
Yep.
There's no way they were all down there the whole day.
Nope.
I bet they fucking filmed 35 minutes of content. They cut it to 3, set them up. They came back at the night.
Yep.
Like, it didn't feel plausible that they were keeping all of those creators down there that whole time just sitting.
And we could be wrong, but I don't see it. I just don't see it.
I don't.
And I don't see Mr. Beast being able to convince all those people to go sit in a hole where they can't create anything for 5 days.
It's such a weird group because, in my opinion, I feel like Logan Paul's on his way out. I feel like he has been.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
maybe not. I think out of YouTube onto something else.
Yeah.
Like, he's still gonna be in the public consciousness, but
well, he's still a WWE superstar.
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
Yeah. Same thing with like his brother Jake. Like, he's not really a YouTuber
they're not YouTube
anymore.
guys anymore, but they are still big public names who are doing a lot of things on the side. And I think, but then you have people like Speed and Kai Cenat who have been around, but are also like very much in the face right now.
Yeah, they're like, what's next?
Like those guys have brought a very different light to streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Very different.
Yes.
It is unlike any streamer. Like I don't know, they're just like electric once you turn on the camera. And maybe for Speed, it's a character. Maybe that's him. You know? But I don't know.
I could see it being a character, very much so.
I feel like he is like that to an extent, but probably plays it up.
He probably plays it up a lot. I bet you he's a little bit more crackheady, but I bet you when he's genuinely himself, I bet you he's just a little bit more hyper than like you and me when we're cracked out.
Yeah.
But like, it's gotta be. There's no way he's that cracked.
Right?
There's no way.
If he is, that's silly though.
If he is, that's so silly.
He's probably crazy on Christmas morning.
Got his 4 fucking parents.
Yeah, right.
If this is not a character.
If that's the way he was born.
Oh my god.
But with that, let's wrap up this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching episode 67 of the Attention Deficit Dawgs. Your new favorite podcast. Or hopefully it is now after that episode.
It better be. It was a wild episode.
Yeah, it was. If you like this content and you want to see more of us and you want to see more of what we make and do, check out Attention Deficit Dawgs on both Instagram and TikTok, or the Deficit YouTube channel. Woo! That's always fun.
Love to hear it.
5 episodes of Cool Boy Cooking. If you want more, tell us. Remember that my song of the week is Vacation Town by the Front Bottoms.
Mine is Again by Still Woozy.
Damn right. He told me again.
Again.
This can't be happening.
Yeah.
Other than that, take care of yourselves. Eat 3 meals today. Drink some water.
Good.
And as always,